Your name?
Chloe.
Sarah.
Addie.
Elizabeth.
Sol. Alma.
Noémie.
Lison.
Cleo. Camille.
Muskan. Addie.
Liza. Taryn.
Savi.
Leah.
Madison. Ty.
Ashley.
Umut.
I'm Dan.
Shraddha Neopane.
Okay.
You said never let me go.
Hi.
Hi.
Your name?
Chloe. Sarah.
Addie.
Elizabeth.
Okay. So my question is, should single people give married people advice? What do you guys think?
I think that there's principles that single people can share with married individuals that could be of worth to them while they don't have experience being married. I think that you can give advice, it's just with a grain of salt and acknowledging that you're not married. So, yeah.
I'm sure there are a lot of things that single people would not be able to experience and give advice on in a marriage, but I do think that good advice is good advice.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
Exactly.
I'm sure some advice that would be
Exactly.
beneficial.
Someone being single doesn't mean that they have no relationship experience. I agree.
I will concur with what they said, but I would agree, like, even single people, they could have been in relationships before, or they could have seen how their parents or other relationships in their life went, and they could still give great advice. I would just agree with all of that. I'm just gonna repeat what they said. So.
Okay, all right. Your IG so they can follow you guys.
At Chloe Sterner.
Okay.
At Adeline.uff.
I think it's Elizabeth_Katz12.
Your name?
My name is Umut.
I'm Dan.
John, okay. All right, so my question is, should single people give married people advice? What do you guys think?
I think yes. I think, I think the married person can take advice from, let's say, their friend.
Okay.
Because it's always useful to have an outside perspective, somebody who's not part of the relationship.
Exactly.
But you have to take it, you can't just believe that advice 100%.
Marriages are really complicated, right? And you develop these sort of habits with your partner, and you can really maybe lose track of the overall picture sometimes because you get caught up in certain discussions and etc. And I think it can be really good to have like an opinion from someone who is a bit outside, who can maybe see the bigger picture.
Exactly.
You smart.
Like remind you of like factors that you had forgotten to consider. Right?
You so smart. You know everything.
Right. I think the other question is also, if you're a married couple, should you be seeking out advice from your single friends?
I agree.
Because there's a difference between unsolicited and solicited advice.
Okay.
Right. So I think that's an important question to consider. It's very much worthwhile, right? Well,
I think the background of the person that you're asking the advice for is extremely important. For example, if you're married and you want to be in a long-term relationship, you don't want to ask for advice from somebody from a guy, for example, who's like sleeping with a different woman a week.
Exactly.
That wouldn't make any sense.
Exactly.
You're living in two different planets there. So
Yeah, you guys are making point. That's a great answer though. Your name?
Shraddha Neopane.
Okay. My question is, should single people give advice to married people? What do you think?
So it depends on like whether they have always been single or if they've been like in a relationship in the past. So if they've been in a relationship and they're single right now, then maybe they can give like a proper like some suggestion or advice to the people in the relationship. If they've always been single and they don't know what kind of like things happen in a relationship or the compromises that they need to be done, then probably they should like not be giving advice.
Being single doesn't mean like they have no experience.
I mean, I agree with that because single like relationships, even if it's like a romantic relationship or it's a relationship between like various other kinds of relationship that you have in your life, everything contributes to your romantic relationship, right?
Okay.
So like maybe if that's the case, then maybe they should be giving advice to the people.
Okay, that's nice.
A few inches later.
Your name?
Muskan.
Muskan, okay. So Muskan, my question is, should single people give married people advice?
No, I don't think so.
Why?
Because single people don't like know what it's like to be married, so like you can't really give advice on something that you don't know, I guess.
Oh, okay. I mean, someone being single doesn't mean like the person doesn't have like relationship experience.
I mean, I feel like marriage is different than like relationship.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I feel like it's like deeper and like there's more like commitment and just like a lot of other stuff that like goes into it. So I don't know if the single people, like if they would know exactly like what that feels like.
Wow. All right, your IG so they can follow you.
_X MUSKAN X_.
Hi.
Hi.
Your name?
Ty. Ashley.
Ashley, okay. So my question is, should single people give married people advice?
I think, yeah, it depends on your experience, and single people, if they've had relationships before and successful ones too, I don't see why they can't give married people advice. They don't have to, but I mean, they can.
They can, okay.
They can, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no reason why not. It's, you know, from different perspectives, someone's saying something to you, and I think it helps sometimes.
What's your take on it?
Someone being single doesn't mean they have no relationship experience. An advice is just an advice. It's up to you to take it or leave it.
Exactly.
Just listen to that person, and then if you feel that this advice is cool, you could take it. If not, just leave it. As simple as it is.
Yeah.
Exactly. So your IG so they can follow you guys.
Ty_li_.
Okay.
It's Ashley Mills 18.
Your name?
My name is Leah. Madison.
Okay. So my question is, should single people give married people advice?
I think it depends on the situation, because if it's cheating wise, then I don't know, then it's different. But if it's a regular question, I say yeah.
Oh, okay.
I say the same, like, it depends. It depends on the situation too, so I don't know. Like, I don't know, yeah, it depends on like what the situation is. I mean, yeah.
I mean, do you think they can?
I mean, yeah.
Do you think they can?
I think so.
I feel like someone being single doesn't mean they have no relationship experience.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, so your IG so they can follow you guys.
With 3 A's at the end.
Okay.
NB with 2 Y's _Madison.
Your name?
Sol. Alma.
So my question is, should single people give married people advice? What do you guys think? ¿Se puede hablar español?
Yo creo que sí, porque, o sea, por más que sea gente soltera, no significa que no tenga experiencia.
Okay.
A mí no, porque no tiene la experiencia de los casados y no creo que les sigan los consejos. Porque, no sé, o sea, a mí no.
¿Tú también?
No.
No. Your Instagram so they can follow you.
Sol Huidobro_.
Okay, ¿tú?
Huidobro Alma 1.
Your name?
Oh, Cleo.
Okay.
Camille.
Okay. Alright, so my question is, should single people give married people advice?
I don't know, cause for us we have a boyfriend.
Okay.
But I think if a single person has some things in her head that could be nice advice for people who are married, that can be fine. But I don't know if they are not married, I don't know if the advices could be great or not.
Okay.
For me, it's just an exterior point of view. So it's good for people just think about another things and not just the negative point. Or someone who is out of the situation can give some good advice because he sees
everything.
so,
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
some
Exactly.
things
I
that
agree.
people can't see.
I agree.
Your Instagram. DIHCLEO. Cam CA.HZT.
Hi.
Hi.
Your name?
Noémie. Lison.
Lizo, okay. So my question is, should single people give married people advice?
I think yes, because sometimes, you know, it's better to give advice when you don't see the situation that inside, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, I think when you have the view of outside of the couple, you can see most things, and so I think it's better, and you can give advice.
Yeah, we give very good advice.
Oh, okay. Your name?
I'm Addie. I'm Liza. I'm Taryn.
I'm Savvy.
Okay. So my question is, should single people give married people advice? What do you guys think?
I would say yes, because I'm dating someone and they aren't, and they give me great advice. So I would say yes because I'm single and I think I give people really good advice.
Okay.
I also say yes. I just feel like from an outsider's perspective, they also are able to like see what's going on externally. Yeah.
I say yes. I've never been in a relationship, but I give great advice. And as long as you're nice about it, then I think it's fine. So.
On Instagram so they can follow you.
Or Adelaide Ruth. Mine's Liza.Lou. Taryn Pratt.
Mine's Savvy Porus.
We're done.
Okay, bye.